Good evening. With Joan Cohn, I'm Andy Yoakum, speaking to you from Channel 11, and Joan and I are here to convince you tonight that you are the key. You're the key to the continuation of wildlife programming here on Channel 11. You are the key is our motto for this current subscription campaign, and you can see that we're all wearing buttons that say you are the key. Give us a call right now and kind of unlock with your key the future of Channel 11 by calling us right now and subscribing. 372-1200 is the number to call. Now, we know that here in the Chicago area, a good many people appreciate wildlife programming, which they get in abundance here on Channel 11. But Wild America with Marty Stauffer, which you have just seen, is a good example of a program that is expensive for Channel 11 to acquire and to broadcast to you. So if you like this kind of programming, show your support for it right now. Become that key ingredient in the Channel 11 story by giving us a call at 372-1200. If you don't do so, you're letting your neighbors do it. So join the thousands in the Chicago area who are already subscribers by getting to your telephone and giving us a call. Now, Joan, just how easy is it to subscribe to Channel 11?
Well, let me tell you all about it. It's real easy to subscribe. All you have to do is call us now at 372-1200, and we will send you a package of information. You'll receive this very pledge form. Fill it out. It's real easy to do, and you mail it back to us here at Channel 11, 5400 North St. Louis. We'll send you a self-addressed stamped envelope. So the process is real easy. The important thing for us, and hopefully for those of you who enjoy the nature shows that you see here on Channel 11, is that we don't want fine programming to be an endangered species. We are dedicated to the idea that you and your family want the best that television has to offer. If you look to Channel 11 for a viewing alternative, if Channel 11 sets a special tone in your home, when you want some quality entertainment, when you want programs like Wild America that you just saw, or Wild Wild World of Animals, or the marvelous shows like Nova that you saw earlier this afternoon, you can't get it anywhere but Channel 11, and you're the key to making it happen because we use your subscription dollars to pay for all our fine programs. So, all you have to do is call us at 372-1200 and become a subscriber, subscribing with the largest amount you possibly can, and you'll make sure that all those fine programs continue. Andy?
Well, you've come to expect nothing but the best on Channel 11, and tonight is going to be no exception. You are going to have an outstanding evening of viewing if you stay with us. Jimmy Stewart stars in It's a Wonderful Life, a classic holiday feature film, is going to be coming up in just a few minutes right here on this television station. And you're going to be able to enjoy it throughout the evening, and then a little bit later on we have some Alfred Hitchcock for you, followed by our regular fare of late Saturday night programming. But I stress again, all of this programming costs money. It is expensive to acquire the rights to broadcast a film like It's a Wonderful Life. Very expensive. And that's why we have to ask you right now to join your neighbors by becoming a subscriber to Channel 11. If you do subscribe, $35 or more, we will send you the Dial magazine. It will come into your home each month for a full year via the U.S. mail, and it will tell you all about Channel 11 programs. It would tell you that tonight is a movie night on Channel 11 with It's a Wonderful Life, and it would show you and tell you about a lot of other details on Channel 11 programs. The magazine is kind of an added bonus. What you're really subscribing to when you call us is the finest quality television program service available anywhere. So why don't you get to your telephone right now before the movie starts, which is coming up in just a few seconds. You have time now to get to the telephone. It just takes a few seconds. Give us a call at 372-1200. Joan?
Thanks, Andy. Why would a television station that has a very staunch policy of not interrupting programs interrupt programs now to come to you with a subscription drive? Well, it's a very important reason. You're the key to the dollars that we use to bring fine programs into your home. Without your subscription dollars, this whole process would come to a stop. And so it is that 3 times a year we have our subscription drives and remind you that your subscription dollars pay for the fine programs you enjoy watching on Channel 11. You can influence the future of programs that are going to be coming into your home by calling us now, giving us your vote of confidence. You've just seen Wild America with Marty Stauffer, And if this is the kind of program that you like, call us now and become a subscriber. There are 3 ways to pay for your Channel 11 subscription. You can pay with check or money order. You can pay on monthly installments, which we call 11 checks. Or the easiest and quickest way to do it is with MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. That way, when you call 372-1200, all you have to do is give your credit card number to the person who answers the phone, and it will all be taken care of 1, 2, 3, just like that. The important thing, though, is that you make a commitment to us and to yourself, because these programs are for you, and we are here to meet the needs of the community and to serve your tastes. We can't do it without dollars, because television is expensive. So please call us now and subscribe. Our number is 372-1200. Andy?
Now, if by chance when you call you get a busy signal, there are 2 ways to remedy that. You can try calling again in a few minutes, or you can try our toll-free number, which is usually available, and here it is. It's 1-800-528-6600, 1-800-528-6600. You can call that number toll-free from wherever it is that you may be viewing us tonight. It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed and Lionel Barrymore is coming up in just a few seconds. You still have time to phone in your subscription call right now before the movie starts, but if by chance it's your preference to wait until the movie starts, our operators will be standing by here, so you can call us at our regular Chicago number, which you see there, 372-1200. Well, the movie is going to start in a few seconds. We hope you enjoy it on Channel 11. We hope you enjoy our entire evening of programming. And if so, be sure to show us in a real, tangible way by getting to that telephone and giving us a phone call at 372-1200. I subscribe to Channel 11.
I subscribe to Channel 11.
I'm a subscriber.
I subscribe.
I subscribe.
I subscribe to Channel 11.
I subscribe.
I subscribe.
We subscribe to Channel 11. Won't you?
Won't you?
You're watching Channel 11, WTTW, Chicago.
Stop with these.
It's a Wonderful Life will return after a brief intermission.
Hello again with Joan Cohen. I'm Andy Yoakum, and we'll return to the movie in just a few minutes, we promise, and we know you're enjoying it. You have just enough time to get to your kitchen and refill the bowl of popcorn or perhaps make a sandwich. But before you go, stop by your telephone if you're not a subscriber to Channel 11 and give us a call at 372-1200. Don't go to that kitchen until you've made that all-important phone call. And why the phone call? Well, the phone call is to subscribe to Channel 11. Because without your subscriptions, we can't bring you movies like It's a Wonderful Life. It's become a Thanksgiving tradition, a holiday tradition at Channel 11 to present this movie to you. And it is such a great classic. I don't know where I've been myself all these years, because this is my first time seeing it. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it tonight, as I know you are as well. A Frank Capra classic with Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life, and what a wonderful way to spend a Saturday evening. But this kind of evening is possible only if we have a good many subscriptions to Channel 11. Remember, you are the key to the continuation of fine programming on Channel 11. That's what our button says, and that's what we've been saying over the past several days, and we'll continue to say because it is so true. So why don't you right now get to your telephone and become that key ingredient in the Channel 11 story, and by applying your key and using your key, you will unlock a virtual treasury of television programs that will come to you over the days, 365 days a year, here on Channel 11. Get to your telephone, give us a call, and here's Joan Cohen to tell you the 1, 2, 3 of subscribing.
I sure will, Andy. You know, It's a Wonderful Life, and it's a wonderful television station made possible by our viewer subscribers. If you have not yet counted yourself among our subscribers, do that now by calling us at 372-1200. We'll send you some information in the mail, and you'll get a form just like this one up here. Fill it out. It's real easy to do, just with your name and address and telephone number, and you can check some little boxes in there. And then you send it back to us in a self-addressed stamped envelope. We're here at 5400 North St. Louis Avenue in Chicago. And the reason that we're here is because we are dedicated to bringing you the best that television has to offer. In this day after the day after Thanksgiving, as the holiday season is beginning to pick up momentum. We hope that our subscription drive is also picking up momentum. You can keep the ball rolling and keep the fine programs that you've come to expect from Channel 11 coming into your home 365 days a year by calling us now at 372-1200. We interrupt programs very infrequently. It's a matter of policy here, but we have never found a better way to remind people of how important they are to Channel 11. And so 3 times a year we have these subscription drives. Our buttons say, you're the key, and it's as simple as that. You make all these programs happen. 76% of our operating budget comes from people just like you. And I'm thrilled to say that the phones are busy ringing. Keep up the good work, all of you people who are watching, and we'll be getting back to our movie in a little while. Huh, Andy?
Well, you've seen how easy it is to subscribe, and one of the added bonuses of your subscription is an additional subscription, this time to a printed periodical called The Dial. And The Dial is something that will be mailed to your home each month for a full year if you subscribe $35 or more to Channel 11. So The Dial is kind of an added bonus. What you're really subscribing to is television programs and a television program service. But The Dial magazine is just an added bonus, and it provides all kinds of information. As a matter of fact, you could have read a little article about the movie you're watching tonight if you had subscribed to The Dial previously. That's in the November issue, since we're still in the month of November, and pictured here is the December issue, which comes out next month. If you are by chance having trouble getting through to us at 372-1200, try this number, 1-800-528-6600. Now, that is a toll-free number. That's available to our cable viewers in Iowa, Michigan, parts of Illinois, Wisconsin, wherever you may be watching. That 800 number is a toll-free number from wherever it is that you may be viewing us. So if you're having trouble getting through on the regular Chicago number, you can call that number toll-free from wherever it is that you may be viewing. Maybe we can convince you to subscribe if you think of it as an investment that provides returns to you and your family 365 days a year. Your subscription really is an investment, and it does indeed provide these returns. So call us right now, 372-1200. Joan?
Thanks, Andy. If you are concerned about the future of programs that come into your home, if you want to continue having the very best presented to you and to your family, what better example could there be than this wonderful movie you're watching with us now at the beginning of the holiday season? I imagine that many of you are with your children, nestled around the television set, enjoying it with us. It's one of the kinds of programs that's very important to us here at Channel 11. Fine programs for the whole family. If you feel the same way, why don't you call us here at 372-1200 and become a subscriber? When you make that phone call, we'll be happy to accept money in terms of a check or money order. You can use our monthly installment plan, which we call 11 checks, or the very most fast way to do it is to use MasterCharge, Visa, or American Express. That way, when you call the operator, you can just give the operator your credit card number right over the phone, and everything is automatically taken care of instantaneously with your phone call this evening. We are hoping to hear from all of you. You know, if you have already become a subscriber, you're not the people that we are speaking to. We know that we can count on many of you. However, there are so many more of you who have not yet made that commitment. So we are reaching out to those of you who have not yet responded. Call us now. Our number is 372-1200. Andy?
Okay, Joan. What we'd like you to do is subscribe as large an amount as you possibly can. Some people obviously can afford more than others, so when you do call, subscribe as much as you possibly can. Now, remember, when we first opened up this little break in between the 2 acts of the movie It's a Wonderful Life, we said there are a couple of things to try to get you to do during the break. We hope that you've now refilled the popcorn bowl or made that sandwich or done whatever it is in the kitchen you wanted to do. But more importantly, we hope that you've by now made that phone call. If you haven't, you still have a chance before the movie resumes again, but it will be resuming very shortly. We will be going back to It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart and the rest of our evening of entertainment here at Channel 11. Again, though, if you have not yet subscribed, give us a phone call. 372-1200 is the number to call. Remember, your $35 subscription qualifies you as well for a subscription to Dial magazine. I hope we'll be hearing from you. Now back to the movie. Now, as the movie resumes, remember that our operators will be standing by to take your phone call.
We now return to Jimmy Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life. We'll return to It's a Wonderful Life after a brief intermission.
Hello again. With Joan Cohn, I'm Andy Yoakum, and we're here just during this brief pause of this fine movie to ask you to subscribe to Channel 11 if you haven't already done so. It could be that you're already a subscriber, and for you, you have our good wishes. Fill that popcorn bowl or do whatever. But if you're not yet a subscriber, maybe you'll take these few minutes now before we return to the movie to get to your telephone and give us a call. We've reached a critical point in this film, It's a Wonderful Life. Such a classic film it is, directed by Frank Capra with such outstanding acting talent in it. And this is the first time I've seen it tonight. I can say that, and maybe I'm sharing that experience with some of you. It is an absolute delight, and I'm sure that's the same way you feel if you're seeing it for the first time or maybe for the 15th time. And this is the kind of movie one can see over and over again. Well, we say all of this as a way of kind of expressing how we feel about these programs that we air on Channel 11, tonight just being one example. And if you agree, if you feel that these programs do mean something to you, if they provide entertainment to you, what about the rest of your family, perhaps the children? Maybe your children are like mine. They've grown up on Sesame Street in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Or perhaps science documentaries such as Nova is your cup of tea. Whatever the reason, we hope that you'll get to your telephone right now and give us a call at 372-1200 to subscribe to Channel 11. Now remember, you are the key to Channel 11. So why don't you go ahead and put that key in the lock, unlock a treasury of fine television programs. It really is a fact when we say that it is your subscription dollars that make possible the programs you enjoy on Channel 11, including this movie that you're watching tonight. So give us a call at 372-1200. Joan, how many ways are there to pay for your subscription?
Let me look. 3. There are 3 ways to pay for your Channel 11 subscription. You can pay with check or money order, MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. That's the fastest way. All you have to do is give the operator who answers your card number over the phone, and it's all finished instantaneously. Or you can pay with the monthly installment plan, which we call 11 checks. However you decide to pay, the important thing is that you ensure the future of fine programs like It's a Wonderful Life coming into your home this year, next year. We'd like you to make a commitment to those kinds of programs by becoming a viewer subscriber. Perhaps sometime during this holiday season, you'll have a chance to get into the city of Chicago and partake of some of our fine cultural institutions like the fine museums, the fine theater that we have, or just come in to do some terrific holiday shopping. However, how close or how far you are from Chicago, you can partake in one of our finest cultural and entertainment values by becoming a Channel 11 subscriber, because we come into your home 365 days a year. And we do it with the money that we get from you with your subscriptions. You are the key to our fine programming here. You make a difference in the programs you see. If you want to make that difference, we ask you to call us now at 372-1200 and subscribe. Back to you, Andy.
Okay, Joan, well, this is really kind of a night of sentimentality and nostalgia on Channel 11, because after the movie that you're watching now, we have one of those great half-hour Alfred Hitchcock classics that were first seen, I don't know, 20 years ago or so. And tonight's program is one called Premonition, and it stars Cloris Leachman and John Forsythe. So that's coming up a little bit later this evening on Channel 11. Yet another example of the kinds of programs that we so much enjoy bringing to you. Now, if you are a subscriber to the Dial magazine, and you can be one with a $35 subscription to Channel 11, you're going to know all about these programs in advance, because the Dial magazine lists all Channel 11 programs, the dates and the times that they're going to be on the air, and as well it gives a lot of articles about Channel 11 programs, gives some behind-the-scenes talk, all kinds of things that you're going to be interested in, and it's going to make your television viewing even that much more enjoyable. So the Dial magazine is yours for a subscription of $35 or more. Now we're going to go back and see the remainder of the movie, It's a Wonderful Life, with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed and that bad old Lionel Barrymore. We're going to be going back in just a few minutes, but Before we do, it's time for you to get to your telephone right now and give us a call at 372-1200. And if for some reason you're unable to call that number because you live too far away or because the lines are busy, try this one, 1-800-528-6600. That number again is 1-800-528-6600. That is a toll-free number, and you can reach that number from wherever it is you may be viewing us toll-free, and that includes cable systems in Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, and other parts of Illinois. So wherever you're viewing us, try that number, toll-free. Okay, Joan, what you got up there?
Oh, I've got a graphic up here about that illustrates very well how important our viewers are to us, Andy. 76% of our operating budget comes from viewer subscriptions and other community income. That means all of you people out there now who are listening to us. We would like you to call and subscribe. The number is 372-1200, and when you do make that call, we ask you to subscribe at the highest level you possibly can, because we will use those dollars to bring you the best television that there is. How much is it worth to you to have a fine film like It's a Wonderful Life coming into your home this evening so that you can see it and enjoy it with your family and your loved ones? How much is it worth to you to have a Saturday afternoon full of how-to programs where you can learn to cook and learn to garden and learn to renovate your home? How much is a program like the fine Nova program you saw this afternoon? Nova, it was called The Wonders of Plastic Surgery. It was an absolutely astonishing look into an aspect of science that I knew very little about. If it's worth a lot to you, we ask you to call and subscribe at the highest level you possibly can so that we can continue to bring you these fine programs. Andy.
Well, you know, there is no admissions gate to Channel 11. This is a subscription television station in a real sense, but not the kind that can deny you service if you don't pay for it. So the subscription is a voluntary thing, but it is a critically important thing. As we say, you are the key. But there is no admissions gate, and unless people pay for it, it isn't going to be here, or it certainly isn't going to be here at the quality level that we would like it to be and that you have come to expect. And so that's why you're the key. And that's why if you have not yet made your subscription telephone call, we urge you to do so right now. Because right now, we're going to go back to It's a Wonderful Life.
We now return to It's a Wonderful Life.
Well, after a movie like that, it's pretty hard to say anything intelligent except this. Perhaps now there's an opportunity for you to sprout wings, and that opportunity comes in the form of making a telephone call. 372-1200. If you make that telephone call and subscribe right now to Channel 11, then we will give you an honorary wing sprouting right here on television. So give us a call, 372-1200, and subscribe to Channel 11. Now, the reason for doing that is to show in a tangible way that you enjoyed this delightful movie. You might have seen it before, and maybe it prompted you to subscribe before. If that's the case, we're grateful to you, but if you're a first-time viewer and not yet a subscriber, get to your telephone right now, and kind of in the spirit of that beautiful movie, give us a call at 372-1200 and subscribe to Channel 11. A classic movie like this with Jimmy Stewart and all that talent in there is the kind of thing that does require a great deal of money for Channel 11 to acquire and to be able to present to you. So that's why we have to come to you from time to time and ask you to support these kinds of efforts with your subscription dollars to Channel 11. As you're aware, there is no admissions gate to Channel 11. It's all on a volunteer kind of a basis. You can sit there and watch the movie this evening and enjoy it without paying for it, but you can also have the good feeling of knowing that you are sharing in the cost of bringing that movie to you by giving us a call right now at 372-1200 and subscribing to Channel 11. Join thousands of other people who have been watching that movie tonight by becoming a subscriber to Channel 11. I'm Andy Yoakum for Channel 11, and with me is my colleague Joan Cohn. Hello, Joan.
Nice to be with you this evening, Andy. It's especially nice when we start to hear the phones ring because we know that we have touched you and made a difference in your evening, and you're making a difference at Channel 11 by becoming a Channel 11 subscriber. The difference is that with your monies, we are able to continue bringing you the best that television has to offer, and that's our commitment to you. That is our promise for the future. You can affect the future of the programs that comes into your home by calling us now, along with the other people who are calling tonight. Our number is 372-1200. It's real easy to subscribe. All you do is call the number. We'll send you a package of information in the mail that will include this pledge form, which you'll fill out. Very simple form to do. And you send it back to us here at 5400 North St. Louis Avenue in Chicago. We'll send you a self-addressed stamped envelope, as a matter of fact, to make it all the easier. We want to make it easy for you because you are the key to the vitality of Channel 11. It says so right here on my button, and that proves it, doesn't it? With your monies, we are able to continue the high standards of programming excellence that you have become accustomed to here on Channel 11. We think that we set a very special tone on the television set, and if you think so too, now would be a very appropriate time at the beginning of our winter subscription drive, at the beginning of the holiday season. Make that call to us now and become a subscriber. Our number is 372-1200, and now we're going to go back to Andy.
Okay, Joan, now if you do call that number and you're able to subscribe $35 or more, we throw in as an added bonus a subscription to a magazine that comes into your home each month for a full year. And here it is. This is the Dial magazine, and you're looking at the December issue of the Dial magazine. A monthly publication comes along with your $35 subscription to the television program service here at Channel 11. 372-1200 is the number to call, and we invite you to give us a call right now. Upcoming on Channel 11, some more outstanding programming. We have just a fine half hour coming up in just a few minutes. Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It's a program called Premonition, and Cloris Leachman is in the program, and we know that you're going to enjoy that. If for some reason you're unable to get through to us on our Chicago number that we've been talking about this evening, we invite you to try this number, 1-800-528-6600. And that number is addressable toll-free from virtually any telephone within the range of my voice right now. So if you're unable to get through on the regular number, try that 800 number toll-free. Well, once again, we can't stress enough the importance of your call, because you, after all, are the key to programming on Channel 11 and to the development and improvement and continuation and refinement of the television program service that is available to you on Channel 11. You're the key because you, along with your neighbors and friends, finance the operation. So get to the telephone right now. Do your part by giving us a subscription call at 372-1200. Joan?
You know, Andy, we know here at Channel 11 that we have a product that people want because we are the most watched viewer-supported station across the country, and we're very proud of that. And furthermore, we want to get to that product at a very fair price. How much? Well, as much as you think it's worth to you. We ask you to subscribe at the highest level you possibly can, because with those dollars, we're able to continue bringing the best that television has to offer. And now I'd like to draw your attention over to this sign in back of me. It points out graphically how important you are to us. You see, 76% of the monies that we get comes from viewer subscriptions and community income. From program production, we get 15% of our income. From the government, a mere 7%, and from other sources, 2%. You're right up here with this 76%, and we would like you to understand how critically important you are to us. You're important to us because you're our viewers, and we are glad that you appreciate our programs and that we have nice high ratings. However, you're also important to us in another key way in terms of your subscriber dollars. We ask you to call us now at 372-1200 and become a Channel 11 subscriber. I know you've been meaning to do it for a long time. Why don't you do it now? Andy?
Well, not only do we want you to become a Channel 11 subscriber, but perhaps you might want to think of somebody else who's on your Christmas gift list and make that person a Channel 11 subscriber. As you know, along with that $35 subscription comes a subscription to the Dial magazine. So maybe there's somebody who it's difficult to find a gift for, somebody who has everything, as they say so often. Maybe that person does not have a subscription to Channel 11. Well, it's a nice thought because once that person knows that he or she is a subscriber, then every time they tune to the station, it could be 365 or more times a year, that person will think of you and your gift subscription to Channel 11. So it's a nice thought during this gift-giving season, perhaps to give a gift of Channel 11, a subscription to Channel 11. And you can do that very easily by getting to the telephone right now. You can take care of it now. That's the nice thing about it. You don't have to wait until Monday or any time. You can do it now by calling us at 372-1200. Now, if you're unable to get through on that line, remember that we have a toll-free number, 1-800-528-6600. And you can get through to us on that line if you wish, toll-free, from wherever it is that you may be viewing us tonight, perhaps on cable systems in Michigan or Indiana or Iowa, or wherever it is that you may happen to be tonight. The 800 number is available to you toll-free. There are a lot of reasons for subscribing to Channel 11. They're not always the same. To some people, it's science documentaries such as Nova. To others, it's classic movies such as the one you have just seen. But whatever your reason, it is important that you subscribe because you, after all, are the key. Right, Joan?
That's absolutely right, Andy. We would like you to call us now and subscribe at the highest level you possibly can so that we can bring you the shows that you become accustomed to seeing here on Channel 11. You know, there are many good benefits of living in the city of Chicago or around the city because we have fine museums and theater, great entertainment of all sorts. But most of those involve driving and parking. Not Channel 11. We are one of the fine cultural and entertainment centers of the city, and you don't have to drive, you don't have to park. All you have to do is turn the dial of your television station. We bring you the very best that there is, but we couldn't do it without you. You are the key to those fine programs, you and your subscription dollars. So call us now at 372-1200 and subscribe. When you do that, there are 3 easy ways to pay for your subscription: check or money order, MasterCard, Visa, or American Express. That's the very easiest way to do it. You just give the operator who answers your card number, and it's all immediately resolved right on the phone tonight. Or you can pay by monthly installments, which we'll be happy to explain to you when you call. The important thing is that you make that move right now over to the telephone and keep the momentum of our winter subscription drive going. It started at a real nice, healthy clip this evening, and it makes us feel real good to hear the phones ring because that's the only way we can hear your voices. We'd like you to keep that ball rolling by calling us now at 372-1200. Now,